300 miles an hour. That is 300 miles an hour that you saw there. Today we'll be answering the age-old question, what is the fastest car in the world? Now, by fastest car, I'm not saying stick a jet fighter engine on a tiny little three-wheeler. No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking production car. So today I'll be looking at two cars, the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, long name, and the Koenigsegg Jesko. If I were Swedish, then I would say it correctly, but it's the Jesko. So first off, I'm going to look at the Jesko, and this is an absurdly quick car. It's got a 9-speed gearbox. That should immediately tell you something. Now, this does have a V8, which is actually pretty different to what the Bugatti has, but we'll take a look at that later. I'm going to be driving on the vintage Le Mans 24-hour track. You can see there on the map you've got that really long straight. In the modern Le Mans 24-hour track, you've got two chicanes, really to not make it a top speed testing area. But because this is the old one, they used this until 1971, I believe, those chicanes aren't there. So really it's the optimal top speed testing area. So let's drive this. The interior is absurd. That little screen that you see there rotates with the wheel, gyroscope looking thing. I don't know what it does, honestly. These are mods, in case I didn't say that already. Yeah, these are mods. The links to all the mods I have installed will be in the description. They're absolutely amazing. The people who made them with all the physics. But yeah, this was just, that's a wall. But that was just the first, sighting lap. Now, firstly, this is a test of which car can actually more or less get to 300 miles an hour. I was really close there, but the Bugatti actually hit 300 miles an hour in real life, 304.77 miles an hour in fact. Pick a starting point, it will be right at this lamppost here, more or less on the dot. Let's start it. A lot of wheel spin off the line. I'm going to be driving like this just so that I have a larger view. With the Formula cars that we looked at in the previous video, those ones were open, so I had a better view, but already going 270 miles per hour as I bring it onto the grass, not something I want to do. Bring it back to the middle of the road, going 290 before the slight right-hander, 296, 297, 298, almost hit 300 there, but I really want to hit 300 in the Jesko. I am rooting for the Jesko, and obviously I am going to make mistakes. It's not an absolutely arrow straight, not an absolutely arrow straight track, but whatever that speed was, it was quick. And I'm gonna mark it at the lamppost. Going to take the frame analysis there, and wow, that was fast. Almost hit 300 miles per hour. There we go. Yeah, almost hit 300 there. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Now the tires are warmer for this run, and I am actually on a different view. It's a little higher up, but this is getting really squirrely. Just keep it flat out. Okay, going almost 270 here. This looks like a better run. I'm on the road more. It's just a straight now. 293, 295, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 300 miles an hour. That is 300 miles an hour that you saw there. Just keep it steady here. Keep it steady. Take the corner. Not the best going in the other direction. And I flipped the car. Now, one quick note as I'm doing these runs. That 304.77 miles per hour that I mentioned earlier from the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, that was actually Not the best clip there. That was actually only in one way. Now, with any Bugatti and any Volkswagen fast car, they do their top speed tests at the Lessing test track in Lessing, Germany. That track, because they've only done it in the clockwise direction, I'm pretty sure, because they've only done it in that direction, the road, they've done it like that for so many years, the road has actually bent, more or less. Like, the grain is in one direction. So, in order for Guinness World Record fastest production car status, needs to be a two-way average, and that's why I'm doing two-way averages. It needs to be a two-way average. It needs to go in both directions, and they need to average the speed, the top speed, going both directions. Or not the top speed, the speed at the end of it in both directions. They need to average that. If it's only in one direction, then... Did I fall out of the map? They could only do one way, because if they do two ways, then the tires are going to wear out a lot faster, and a lot more heat will burn up. So that's why it hasn't been stated as the fastest production car. This is the car that went 304.77 miles an hour, and I'm going to see if I can actually get a higher score, or a higher speed, with the two-way average on the track now. It's a heavier car. It doesn't have that big wing. I mean, look at it. Look at the exhaust pipes. Note, this car is not built for handling. It's built for top speed. It does have a retractable wing, but that wing is only made for downforce for the top speed tests. But anyway, let's see how it goes. I didn't actually expect that to happen. I finally put one run in, but I've only been able to put one. It required intense concentration. finally did it. So there you have it, the Jesko is faster than the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. There are obviously a lot of factors and variables involved. Wind speed, wind direction, time of day, tire temperature, tire type, track condition, track temperature, driver skill, not something I particularly have, like compared to the people who do this for a living and do this actually in real life. But yeah, there are a lot of factors involved that can actually turn the tide of this experiment, and really if this was done in real life, I'm sure that there would be a different result, a greater difference between the Bugatti and the Koenigsegg, or the Bugatti may come out on top. But yeah, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment down below if you do so desire, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.